Hello students. So today I am doing class for class 10 and I welcome you all in my online class. So today I am doing the chapter that is variation. So in the last online class also we were doing the same chapter that is variation, and in that online class we did the theoretical portion of variation and we did some problems. So today we'll do more problems on variation. That is, let us work out 13. Page number is 196 from the book Ganit Prakash for class 10 by West Bengal Board of Secondary Education. So the question is, so let's do question number 1, for number 1. So in the last online class we did question number 3 of number 3. So today we are doing question number 1 of 4. So y varies directly with the square root of x. In the question it is given that y varies directly with the square root of x. That is, y is directly proportional with the square root of x. So यो question मा एउटा condition के भनिदिएको छ भन्दाखेरि y is directly proportional with the square root of x. That is, y and root over x are in direct variation. Okay? So when y increases, x also increases. When y decreases, x also decreases. Okay? And it is also given that the values of y and x are given. Y is equal to 9 when x is equal to 9. Okay? And now let us find the value of x when y is equal to 6. यदि y is equal to 6 छ भने x को भ्यालु कति हुन्छ यो चाहिँ हामीले निकाल्नु पर्छ. त सबभन्दा पहिला कन्डिसन यहाँ के दिएको छ भन्दाखेरि y varies directly with the square root of x. So you know how to write it mathematically, isn't it? So given, so let's do the solution now. Given y varies directly with square root of x. That is, y is directly proportional with the square root of x. Okay? Now how will you simplify it? So in the previous online class, I told you how to convert this proportional sign into equality sign. त अस्ति मैले अनलाइन क्लासमा तिमीलाई भनेको थिए यो प्रोपोर्सनल साइनलाई चाहिँ हामीले इज इक्वल टु मा चेन्ज गर्नुपर्छ. त इज इक्वल टु मा चेन्ज गर्ने मेथड के हो भन्दाखेरि यदि यसलाई इज इक्वल टु मा चेन्ज गर्ने हो भने यो राइट ह्यान्ड साइडलाई हामीले जहिले पनि एउटा कन्स्ट्यान्टले मल्टिप्लाई गर्नुपर्छ. त्यो कन्स्ट्यान्टलाई चाहिँ हामी के भन्छौं? कन्स्ट्यान्ट अफ भेरिएसन. इज दैट क्लियर? सो लेट अस कन्भर्ट दिस प्रोपोर्सनल साइन इन्टु इक्वालिटी, or y is equal to k into root over x. Is that clear? So within bracket you have to write where k is a constant of variation. Where k is a constant of variation. So always you have to write down. So if this proportional is converted into equality, then you should multiply the right hand side by k, and always you have to write down where k is a constant of variation. So in the exam, if you don't write this where k is a constant of variation, one mark will be deducted. Is that clear? So you have to write down where k is a constant of variation. Now this is the relation between y and x. So what is the relation between y and x? Y is equal to k root over x, where k is a constant of variation. So here the values are given. Why are these values given? Y is equal to 9 and x is equal to 9. So these values are given to get the value of the constant of variation. Is that clear? So let us put the value here. Given y is equal to 9 when x is equal to 9. Okay? So let us put these values in this relation. So this is the relation here. So what is y? What is the value for y? 9. 9 is equal to k into root over, what is x here? It is 9. Or 9 is equal to, what is square root of 9? That is 3. This is your 3k. Is it clear to all of you? So we can get the value for k here. Or, so when 3 goes to the left hand side, it goes to the denominator. So it becomes 9 by 3 is equal to k. Or what is the value for k? K is equal to 9 by 3 is always 3. So k is equal to 3. That is the value for constant of variation. Now we have to find out the value of x when y is equal to 6. So now given y is equal to 6. So what is the value for x? So x is equal to question mark. So when y is equal to 6, you have to get the value for x. Now again, which relation is used? This y is equal to k root over x is used. So therefore y is equal to k root over x. Is that clear? So what is the value for y here? Y is 6 is equal to, now you can put the value for k. What is the value for k? K is 3. 3, then it is root over x. Or now 3 is taken to the left hand side. So 6 by 3 is equal to root x. Or what is the value for root x? Root x is equal to 3 2s are 6. So I think you have understood it. Okay. So now what will you do in the next step? Now since you have to get the value for x, you have to remove square root. So how can you remove square root? Squaring both the sides. You know that from sorts, root over x whole square is x, isn't it? So you have to square both the sides in this case. So write down squaring both the sides. So squaring both the sides, what do we get? This is root over x whole square is equal to, this is your 2 whole square. What is root over x whole square? Root over x whole square is actually root over x into root over x. So within square root x square, what is square root of x square? It is only x. So whenever you do root over x whole square, this square root will be removed and you can write x. So x is equal to, what is 2 square? It is 4. So when y is equal to 6, what is the value for x? The value for x is equal to 4. So this is the final answer. So I think you have understood it. So you can copy it. We'll do the next question now. So अब हामी गर्न लागिरहेछौं 4 को नम्बर 2. त 4 को नम्बर 2 ले चाहिँ के भन्दैछ भन्दाखेरि x varies directly with y. That is, x is directly proportional to y and inversely with z. That is, x varies inversely with z. The two relations are given for the same variable x here. X is directly proportional to y and x is inversely proportional to z. Okay. Now then, when y is equal to 5, z is equal to 9, then x is equal to 1 by 6. So here the values of x, y and z are given. That is, when y is equal to 5 and z is equal to 9, then x is equal to 1 by 6. Okay. So let us find out the relation among the three variables x, y and z. त तिमीले निकाल्नु पर्छ यो x, y, z मा चाहिँ कसोकाले रिलेसन छ, कसोकाले सम्बन्ध छ. That is, relation भनेको you have to get equation in terms of x, y and z. Okay. Now if y is equal to 6 and z is equal to 1 by 5, let us write by calculating the value of x. So यदि y को value 6 and z को value 1 upon 5 छ भने, you have to find out the value of x using the relation that is given by the first part. Is that clear? Now let's do the solution now. So here it is given that x varies directly with y. You know how to write it, isn't it? X proportional to y. Also what is given? X varies inversely with z. So what do you mean by x varies inversely with z? X varies as 1 by z. That is, I told you the meaning of x varies directly with y. If x increases, y also increases. If x decreases, y also decreases. The mathematical way of writing this x varies directly with y is this one. X is directly proportional to y. Okay. Next one is x varies inversely with z. That means when x increases, z decreases. When x decreases, z increases. Isn't it? So what is the mathematical way of writing this relation? X proportional to 1 by z. यसले चाहिँ के बुझाउँछ भन्दाखेरि x increase भने z के हुन्छ रे? Decrease. Right? X decrease भने z के हुन्छ? Increase हुन्छ. Now here x is proportional to y and x proportional to 1 by z. These x, y and z are the three variables. That means यो तीनटाको भ्यालु चाहिँ के हुन्छ? चेन्ज हुन्छ. ठीक छ? त अब के गर्नुपर्छ, यहाँ हामी जोइन्ट भेरिएसन युज गर्छौं. I told you about joint variation. That is, if a is proportional to b and a is proportional to c, then A is proportional to BC jointly. That is your joint variation, isn't it? So I told you that whenever A is proportional to B and A is proportional to C, then what can you write from joint variation? A proportional to BC jointly. Is that clear? So that is from your joint variation. Is that clear? So from joint variation, we have what can you write it? So this is x proportional to y into 1 upon z. Is that clear? So it is just like your A proportional to B and A proportional to C. So A proportional to BC jointly by theorem on joint variation, right? So now I told you already that you have to simplify it. This proportional sign should be converted into equality sign. So what is the method of converting it into equality sign? So therefore x is equal to, this right hand side should be multiplied by some constant. So k into y by z. So within bracket, what do we write? Where k is a constant of variation. Where k is a constant of variation. Okay. Now the values of y, z and x are given. That is, when y is equal to 5, z is equal to 9, then x is equal to 1 by 9. So here you can write, when y is equal to 5, z is equal to 9, then what is the value for x? Then x is equal to 1 by 6. So we can put the values of y, z and x in this relation. Just now we got this relation, isn't it? त्यही रिलेसनमा हामी यो x, y अनि z को भ्यालु हाल्छौं. So therefore, what is the value for x here? It is 1 by 6 is equal to k into what is the value for y? Y is equal to 5 and z is equal to 9. So now you have to get the value for k in this case. So you can do cross multiplication. You know how to solve it. You know how to get the value for k, right? So 6 5s are 30, k is equal to 9. Or k is equal to, this is your 9 by 30, right? So you can cancel it. 3 3s are 9, 3 3s are 9, 3 10s are 30. That means k is equal to 3 by 10, right? So now in the question you are asked to find out the relation between x, y and z. The x, y र z को सम्बन्ध चाहिँ कस्तो छ? You have to get an equation in terms of x, y and z. So we can put the value of k in this relation, right? So therefore x is equal to k into y by z, or x is equal to, what is the value for k here? K is 3 by 10 into y by z. So this is the required relation between the three variables x, y and z. So you can write down the answer. This is the answer. Is the required relation between x, y and z. So I think you have understood it. So this is the required relation between x, y and z. So that is the answer for the first part. Now what is the second part out here? Now we have to get the value for x when y is equal to 9 and z is equal to 1 by 5, right? So let us find it now. So now when y is equal to 6, z is equal to 1 by 5, then you have to get the value for x, that is x is equal to question mark. Is that clear? So now again you can use this relation. Just now we got the relation between x, y and z. What is that relation? Therefore x is equal to, what is the relation? 3 by 10 into y by z. 3 by 10 into y by z. So or x is equal to, this is your 3 by 10 into what is y? 6 divided by what is z? It is 1 by 5, right? So you can cancel here. 5 ones are 5, 5 twos are 10, 2 ones are 2, 2 threes are 6. Therefore, what is the value for x? That is x is equal to 9. So what is the value for x when y is equal to 6 and z is equal to 1 by 5? It is x is equal to 9. So this is the final answer. So you have understood, I think. So you can copy it. So now we'll do the next question again. So अब हामी गर्दैछौं question number 5 को 1. The question is, if x is proportional to y, let us show that x plus y is proportional to x minus y. अब हामीले different type को question गर्नु पर्छ. त यहाँ question मा चाहिँ के भन्दैछ, x is directly proportional with y. That is, x varies as y. X varies directly as y. Let us show that x plus y is proportional to x minus y. So first of all, what is given out here? X is proportional to y. त जहिले पनि के गर्नु पर्छ, यो प्रोपोर्सनल साइनलाई हामीले इक्वालिटी मा चेन्ज गरेपछि मात्र हामी सिम्प्लिफाई गर्न सक्छौं. त यो प्रोपोर्सनल साइनलाई चाहिँ हामीले केमा लानु पर्यो, इज इक्वल टु मा लानु पर्यो. So or x is equal to k into y, right? So within bracket you have to write where k is a constant of variation. Where k is a constant of variation. Is that clear? That means x is equal to k into y. Is that clear? Now what is to be proved? You have to prove that x plus y is proportional to x minus y. So म अलिकति रफमा अलिकति तिमीलाई बुझाउने चेष्टा गर्छु ल. यो कसरी चाहिँ हामी प्रुभ गर्छौं त अब यो. जस्तै अब हामीले प्रुभ गर्नु पर्यो, यो प्रुभ गर्नु पर्यो x plus y is equal to k into x minus y. त के भनेको k1 पनि हुन सक्छ, k2 पनि हुन सक्छ, something like that. Okay? So अब हामी के गर्छौं भन्दाखेरि यो x minus y लाई लेफ्ट साइडमा ल्याउने. x plus y upon x minus y is equal to k1 अरे सपोज. यहाँ k लेखेपछि त्यो भिन्दै आउँछ कन्स्टेन्ट. ठीक छ? त x minus y लाई लेफ्ट साइडमा ल्याउँदा के भयो, x plus y upon x minus y is equal to constant. त हामीले के गर्नु पर्यो, x plus y upon x minus y को भ्यालु निकाल्नु. It should be constant. So here the variables are x and y. Since it is given x and y, x varies as y. So x and y are the variables. अरु सबै चाहिँ के हुन्छ त्यसमा constant हुन्छ. So in order to prove x plus y proportional to x minus y, you have to prove that this x plus y upon x minus y is equal to constant भनेर प्रुभ गर्नुपर्छ. ठीक छ? So x plus y upon x minus y should be equal to what? Constant. त मैले यो रफमा किन लेख्दैछु भन्दा यो बुझ्यो भने तिमीलाई के प्रुभ गर्नुपर्छ त्यो एकदमै सजिलो हुन्छ. ठीक छ? त x plus y proportional to x minus y छ भने x plus y is equal to k1 into x minus y हुनै पर्छ. त त्यसको लागि के गर्छौं हामी, x minus y लाई लेफ्ट साइडमा ल्याउँछौं. So x plus y upon x minus y is equal to k1 भयो. k1 भनेको कन्स्टेन्ट भइगयो. That means in order to prove this relation, यो रिलेसन प्रुभ गर्नलाई we have to prove this relation, that is x plus y upon x minus y is equal to constant. That means you have to get the value for x plus y upon x minus y. ठीक छ? त x plus y proportional to x minus y छ भने हामीले पहिला के को भ्यालु निकाल्नु पर्छ. You have to get the value of the fraction x plus y upon x minus y. That is this left hand side divided by right hand side. त पहिला हामी के को भ्यालु निकाल्छौं. You have to get the value for the fraction left hand side divided by right hand side. Okay? That is you have to get the value for x plus y upon x minus y. Is that clear? So now let us prove it now. So in order to prove this relation, let us find out the value for x plus y upon x minus y. Therefore, x plus y upon x minus y, which is equal to x. What is the value for x? This is your ky plus y divided by, again you can put the value for x here, that is ky minus y. ठीक छ? So what is common in the numerator? What is common in the numerator? Y. In the denominator also y is common here. So y within bracket k plus 1 divided by, in the denominator also, y is common here. So you can cancel this k minus 1, y gets cancelled. You can write here is equal to, don't write or here. This is not an equation, so you can write is equal to. ठीक छ? यहाँ or नलेख्नु, किनभने यो इक्वेसन होइन नि त. तो इक्वेसन होइन भने चाहिँ you can write is equal to sign. ठीक छ? So y cancel भएपछि कति आयो? k plus 1 upon k minus 1. So what can we say about k plus 1 divided by k minus 1? Is it a variable or a constant? So since we have written here where k is a constant of variation, so k plus 1 upon k minus 1 is also a constant, because 1 is also constant, 1 is also constant, plus 1 minus 1 is also constant. Since k is a constant here, k plus 1 upon k minus 1 is also a constant. That is, it is free from, it is independent of x and y variable. That's why it is a constant quantity. So again हामीले यहाँ के लेख्यौ, where k is a constant of variation लेख्यौ. तो यो k plus 1 upon k minus 1 छ यहाँ, यो plus 1 पनि constant हो, minus 1 पनि constant. But the whole this term is constant because it is free from x and y. Okay, so which is equal to, you can write here as constant. So I think you have understood it. So now, just now we proved that x plus y divided by x minus y is equal to constant, right? So x plus y upon x minus y is equal to constant. We have proved it. So or x plus y is equal to constant into, within bracket you write x minus y. Now this is equal to constant can be replaced by what? Proportional sign. Just now look at the blackboard. If x is proportional to y, so we have converted this proportional sign into equality sign and we have multiplied the right hand side by k. So this is the method here, how to convert this proportional sign into equality sign. That is x is equal to k into y. Just go the reverse way. If you write x is equal to k into y, so in the first step, what is there? X is proportional to y. So what is the method here? This is equal to k is replaced by proportional sign. So similarly here, this is equal to constant can be replaced by what? Proportional sign. So I think you have understood it. So मैले के भन्न खोजेको भन्दाखेरि, यो given मा x is proportional to y थियो. तो यो proportional sign लाई is equal to मा चेन्ज गर्दाखेरि यो राइट ह्यान्ड साइडलाई हामीले k ले मल्टिप्लाई गर्नु पर्यो. अब फेरि हामी रिभर्स वेमा गयौं भने, अब माथि अप स्टेपमा गयौं भने के हुन्छ? This is equal to k can be replaced by proportional sign, isn't it? Similarly, is equal to constant लाई हामीले केमा चेन्ज गर्न सक्छौं? Proportional sign मा चेन्ज गर्न सक्छौं. That is or x plus y proportional to x minus y. यहाँ चाहिँ हामी बुझ्नु पर्यो अलिकति. ठीक छ? यहाँ बुझ्यो होला. x proportional to y छ भने यो proportional sign लाई is equal to मा चेन्ज गर्दाखेरि राइट साइडलाई हामीले k ले मल्टिप्लाई गर्छौं. That is x is equal to k into y. और हामी फेरि अप स्टेप गयो भने फेरि प्रिभियस स्टेप जाँदा फेरि is equal to k लाई फेरि हामी के ले रिप्लेस गर्छौं? दिस प्रोपोर्शनल साइन ले हामी रिप्लेस गर्न सक्छौं. सिमिलरली यो is equal to constant लाई पनि हामीले के ले रिप्लेस गर्न सक्छौं अरे? प्रोपोर्शनल साइन ले रिप्लेस गर्न सक्छौं. The is equal to constant can be replaced by proportional sign here, and on the right hand side there is x minus y. So we have proved that this x plus y is proportional to x minus y. So it is proved. So I think you have understood it. So this is very very important. तिमीले यो बुझ्नै पर्छ. यो बुझ्यो भने अरु प्रब्लम गर्नु एकदमै सजिलो पर्नेछ. ठीक छ? So you can copy it. Now we'll do the next question, that is 2 of number 5. The given here is A is proportional to 1 upon C. C is proportional to 1 upon B. Let us show that A is proportional to B. So how is the relation between A and C in this case? So A proportional to 1 by C, what is meant by it? The variable A is inversely proportional to C. That means when A increases, C decreases, right? So यो A र C मा कसको रिलेसन छ भन्दाखेरि A is inversely proportional to 1 upon C. भन्नुको मतलब A बढ्यो भने C घट्छ, A घट्यो भने C बढ्छ. त्यसै गरले C is proportional to 1 by B is given out here. That is, C is proportional to 1 by B here also. In this case also, C is inversely proportional to B. That means when C increases, B decreases, and when C decreases, B increases. ठीक छ? So you have to show that A is directly proportional to B. A र B मा चाहिँ कसको रिलेसन छ रे? A र B मा चाहिँ डाइरेक्ट भेरिएसन छ भनेर चाहिँ हामीले प्रुभ गर्न पर्छ. So let us prove it now. So here first one is given here, A proportional to 1 upon C, or so now you know how to convert this proportional sign into equality sign. You know that, isn't it? So A is equal to K into 1 upon C. So within bracket, what should you write? Always you have to write down that where K is a constant of variation. Where K is a constant of variation. यो लेखिएन भने 1 मार्क्स काटिन्छ है. If you don't write this where K is a constant of variation, 1 mark will be deducted in your examination, right? So since you have to get the relation between A and B only, not C, so let us get the value for C from here, okay? Or C is equal to kati bhayo? Now we can cross multiply it. C into A is equal to K, or what is the value for C? It is K divided by A. Let us mark it as number 1. Is it clear? So we got this relation C is equal to K upon A from the first relation given, that is A proportional to 1 upon C, right? So again, C proportional to 1 upon B. Again, C proportional to 1 upon B is given out here. So here also let us convert this proportional sign into equality. हामी यसमा पनि यो proportional sign लाई हामीले is equal to मा change गर्छौं, or C is equal to, you can write here K1, or you may write M also, K1, or you can write M also, right? M as a constant. So within bracket, what do we write? Where K1 is a constant of variation. Where K1 is a constant of variation. So I think you have understood it. Okay. So now what will you do now? Or now here from 1 you can put the value for C in this case. So your relation मा हामी के value हाल्छौं? C को value हाल्छौं. That is K upon A. तो C को जग्गामा हामी के हाल्छौं? K upon A is equal to, it is K1 upon B. तो यो C को सट्टामा हामी यो रिलेसन यो भ्यालु हाल्न सक्छौं. C is equal to कति छ? K upon A. तो C को जग्गामा के लेख्यौ? K upon A is equal to, this is K1 into 1 is K1 divided by B. Now let's do cross multiplication out here. Now let us simplify it. Let us cross multiply it. AK1 is equal to BK, right? So K1 you can take it to the right hand side. So on the right hand side you can write it in the denominator, or A is equal to K upon K1 into B. So I think you have understood it. What are these K and K1? K र K1 चाहिँ के हो? K र K1 चाहिँ दुईटै constant हो यहाँ. त्यही कारण K by K1 लाई हामीले एउटै constant word लेख्दा पनि हुन्छ. Or A is equal to, instead of this K by K1 you can write constant word, constant लेख्दा हुन्छ, किनभने K is also constant, K1 is also a constant quantity, right? So K by K1 is a constant, so is equal to, you can write here constant into B. So what will you write in the next step? What is the method of writing in the next step? This is equal to constant can be replaced by proportional sign. So A proportional to B. So we have proved it. Okay. So it is done. Proved. So you can copy it. We'll do the next question now. Now we'll do the next question, that is 5 number 3. If A is proportional to B, so how is the relation between A and B here? A is directly proportional to B. So next one is B is proportional to 1 by C. What is the relation between B and C? B is inversely proportional to C, and the last one is C is proportional to D. So how is the relation between C and D out here? C is directly proportional to D. So let us write the relation of variation between A and D. So this A and D are connected by a relation. You have to find out that relation. So you have to find out the relation of variation between A and B. That is, what is the relation between A and D? That is, whether A is directly proportional to D or whether A is inversely proportional to D, right? You have to check whether A is directly proportional to D or A is inversely proportional to D. So you have to check it from the given relation. So let us do the solution now. So solution is, now first one, the relation between A and B are given here. A is proportional to B. Or, now you know that how to convert this proportional sign into equality sign. A is equal to, this will be K into B. So you have to write where K is a constant of variation. Where K is a constant of variation. Is that clear? Again, B is proportional to 1 upon C. Again, what is here? B is proportional to 1 upon C. So in this case also, यो proportional sign लाई हामीले केमा चेन्ज गर्नुपर्छ? इज इक्वल टु मा चेन्ज गर्नुपर्छ, ठीक छ? और B is equal to, अब के नै लेख्नु भएन, अरै constant of variation लेख्नु, that is K1 into 1 upon C. त ब्रैकेट भित्र हामी के लेख्छौं? Where K1 is a constant of variation. Where K1 is a constant of variation. Is that clear to all of you? That means we got the value for B, which is equal to K1 into 1 upon C. Is that clear? So next, again, what is given here? There is a relation between C and D. Again, C is proportional to D. Again, you have to convert this proportional sign into equality sign. यसमा पनि हामी के गर्नुपर्छ? यो proportional sign लाई is equal to मा चेन्ज गर्नै पर्छ. त or C is equal to, what should you write here? K2. K2 into D. So where K2 is a constant of variation. Where K2 is a constant of variation. So यो हामीले लेख्यौं तीनटा from the three given relation. Okay? अच्छा, अब हामीले चाहिँ के निकाल्नु पर्छ? You have to write down the relation between A and D. So what type of relation is there in between A and D only? A र D को बीचमा मात्रै हामीले relation निकाल्नु पर्छ, ठीक छ? So now अब हामी के लेख्छौं? A is equal to K into B लेख्छौं. A is equal to K into B. अब हामी भ्यालुजहरु हाल्दै जाउँ, ठीक छ? त B को भ्यालु कति हो? K1 upon C, isn't it? K1 into 1 is K1 divided by C. और A is equal to K into, अब यो यहाँ हामी B को भ्यालु हाल्न सक्छौं. B is equal to K1 upon C. This is K1 upon C, right? This is your K1 upon C. Again, you can put the value for C out here. What is the value for C in this case? It is K2D, or A is equal to K1 divided by, what is the value for C in this case? K2D. This is your K2D. Okay? So now, what can you say about K1 divided by K2? Since K1 and K2 are the constant of variation, so this K1 upon K2 will be constant. Okay? So you can write here, or A is equal to, since K1 upon K2 are constant, you can write here constant into 1 upon D. Now what will you write in the next step? You know, what is to be written in the next step? Or A, this is equal to constant can be replaced by proportional sign, isn't it? You know the method. This is equal to constant can be replaced by proportional sign. Then what do we write? 1 upon D. So this is the required relation of variation between A and D. So we can say that A is inversely proportional to D, or A varies inversely with D. So A proportional to 1 upon D, which is the required relation, of variation which is the required relation of variation between A and D. So this is the final answer. So I think you have understood it. So you can copy it. We'll do the next question now. So now we'll do the next question, that is 5 number 4. If x proportional to y, comma, that is x is directly proportional with y is proportional to z, here also y is directly proportional with z, and z proportional to x, that is z is directly proportional with x. Let us find out the relation among 3 constants of variation. तो यहाँ 3टा रिलेसन दिएको छ, 3टा relation of variation दिएको छ भने you will get 3 constants of variation. Okay, and you have to find out the relation between these 3 constants of variation. तो यहाँ क्वेशन मा हामीलाई 3टा relation of variation दिएको छ. त 3टा relation of variation दिएको छ भने हामीले 3टाै constant of variation पाउँछौं. त तिमीले निकाल्नुपर्छ relation between these 3 constants of variation. Is that clear? So let us do the solution now. So what is the first one here? X proportional to y, or x is equal to k into y. So within bracket you have to write where k is a constant of variation. Where k is a constant of variation. Is that clear? And that is, you can write x is equal to ky. Suppose this is number 1. X is equal to ky, right? Again, what is y here? Y proportional to z. Here also you can convert this proportional sign into equality sign. Or y is equal to here, right? You can write m into z also. So within bracket where m is a constant of variation, you have to write within bracket where m is a constant of variation. Where m is a constant of variation. Or what do we get? Y is equal to mz. Suppose this is number 2, right? And the next one is z proportional to x. Again, z proportional to x, right? So here also you have to convert this proportional sign into equality sign. Or z is equal to n into x. Now we have written here n as a constant of variation. So n into x. So within bracket you write where n is a constant of variation. Where n is a constant of variation, right? Where n is a constant of variation. That is z is equal to nx. That is z is equal to nx. So let us mark it number 3. Okay. So now what will you do here? Since you have to get the relation among the 3 constant of variations, that is x, y and z. Not x, y and z. That is k, m and n. You have to get the relation between 3 constant of variation. That is k, m and n. त तिमीले यहाँ जुन चाहिँ 3 constant of variations लेखेका छौं, that is k, m र n, त्यसैको हामीले के निकाल्नु पर्छ? रिलेसन निकाल्नु पर्छ. त त्यो रिलेसन निकाल्नलाई हामी के गर्छौं? यो 1 2 र 3 तीनटा हामी के गर्छौं? मल्टिप्लाई गर्छौं. त यो तीनटाई हामी कसरी मल्टिप्लाई गर्नुपर्छ यो पनि तिमीले सिक्नुपर्छ सो मल्टिप्लाइङ 1 2 and 3 that means you have to multiply all this left hand side means from 1 which is the left hand side x from 2 which is the left hand side y and from 3 which is the left hand side z all these three should be multiplied first that is x y z is equal to you have to multiply all these right hand sides from 1 2 and 3 यो right hand side पनि हामीले 1 2 3 बाट के गर्नुपर्छ मल्टिप्लाई गर्नुपर्छ ठीक छ so therefore multiplying 1 2 and 3 so what do we get multiplying 1 2 and 3 your left hand side पहिला multiply गर्नु x into y into z that is your x y z which is equal to on the right hand side you have to multiply ky mz ky into next mz into what from 3 it is nx so these right hand sides are also multiplied right from both the sides you can cancel the common term out here all these variables will be cancelled x gets cancels y gets cancels and z also gets cancels so what do we get so 1 is equal to kmn or kmn is equal to 1 so this is the required relation between these three constants of variation so kmn is equal to 1 is the required relation between three constants of variation that is km and n so this is your answer so where kmn is equal to 1 which is the required relation between three constants of variation so or kmn is equal to 1 which is the required relation between three constants of variation okay this is constant hey con kmn is equal to 1 is the required answer which is the required relation between three constants of variation so that is your answer so this question is very very important right so you can copy it we'll do the next question now so now we'll do next question that is 6 number 1 the question is if x plus y is proportional to x minus y let us show that x square plus y square proportional to xy okay so from given you have to prove this required relation in order to prove this required relation you have to prove that this left hand side divided by right hand side is equal to some constant should be there then only we can prove this relation so from given x plus y is proportional to x minus y so let us get the relation between x and y only here x and y are the variables it is given that x plus y is proportional to x minus y let us simplify it and get the relation between x and y only is that clear त हामीले यहाँ के प्रुभ गर्नुपर्छ x स्क्वायर प्लस y स्क्वायर प्रोपोर्शनल टु xy त यो प्रुभ गर्नुलाई अब हामी के प्रुभ गर्नुपर्छ भन्दाखेरि this left hand side x square plus y square divided by right hand side means xy is equal to constant प्रुभ गर्नुपर्छ त त्यो प्रुभ गर्नुलाई पहिला हामी गिवन लाई सिम्प्लिफाई गरेर x र y को मात्रै रिलेसन निकाल्नु ठीक छ सो लेट अस डू द सल्युसन नाउ so solution your given is x plus y proportional to x minus y त यसमा हामी के गर्नुपर्छ यो प्रोपोर्शनल साइनलाई इज इक्वल टु मा चेन्ज गर्नै पर्छ सो व्हाट डु वी राइट नाउ सो x plus y is equal to k into x minus y so comma where k is a constant of variation is that clear now So let us simplify it first. Or x plus y is equal to kx minus ky. यहाँबाट तिमीले जुन चाहिँको भ्यालु निकाल्दा पनि हुन्छ. Either you can get the value of x in terms of y or y in terms of x. Okay? यहाँबाट हामीले x को भ्यालु निकाल्नु भयो. x को भ्यालु निकाल्दा पनि हुन्छ, y को भ्यालु निकाल्दा पनि हुन्छ. ठीक छ? So let us get the value for y. त y लेफ्ट पट्टि राख्नु, x राइट पट्टि राख्ने. So or y plus ky is equal to kx minus x. तो यो माइनस ky लाई लेफ्ट पट्टि लग्यो प्लस भयो अनि यो x लाई उता लग्यो माइनस भइगयो. So what is common here? Y within bracket 1 plus k is equal to, here what is common? X within bracket we have k minus 1. Let us get the value for y. Y is equal to, what is here? It is k minus 1 divided by 1 plus k into x. Is that clear to all of you? So I think you have understood this simplification. Now you know that since k is a constant, k minus 1 upon 1 plus k is also constant. It can be replaced by another constant. That is, let us write it as y is equal to k1x. So instead of k minus 1 upon 1 plus k, we have written there k1. So you k minus 1 upon 1 plus k को सट्टामा हामीले के लेख्यौं? k1 लेख्यौं. The k1 पनि के हो? Constant हुन्छ. So where k1 is equal to, what is k1 here? K minus 1 upon 1 plus k is equal to, this is also constant. Is that clear? So where k1 is equal to k minus 1 upon 1 plus k. किनभने k minus 1 upon 1 plus k को सट्टामा नै हामीले k1 लेख्यौं. The k1 is equal to कति छ? K minus 1 divided by 1 plus k, which is equal to constant, right? So we have got the relation between y and x. So which is y is equal to k1 into x. Okay? Now let us prove this relation. So in order to prove this relation, x square plus y square proportional to xy, let us find out the value for, therefore x square plus y square divided by xy. The x square plus y square proportional to xy prove गर्नु हो भने, यसलाई प्रमाण गर्नु हो भने पहिला हामी के को भ्यालु निकाल्छौं? यो फ्र्याक्सन को भ्यालु निकाल्छौं. That is x square plus y square divided by xy. So which is equal to, let us put the value for y here. X square is kept as it is plus, what is y whole square? It is k1x whole square divided by x into, what is y? It is k1x. बुझ्दैछ सबले? So I think you have understood it. Okay? So which is equal to x square plus k1 square x square divided by, this is your k1x square. Right? So let us simplify it now. So now we can simplify it further. What is common in the numerator? X square 1 plus k1 square divided by k1 x square. Here x square gets cancels, which is equal to 1 plus k1 square divided by k1. बुझ्दैछ सबले? So अब चाहिँ के हुन्छ भन्दाखेरि यो k1 त constant हो. त k1 constant हो भने 1 plus k1 square upon k1 पनि सबै के हुन्छ? Constant नै हुन्छ. Because it is free from x and y. So which is equal to constant. तो यो constant कुन चाहिँ expression को value हो? X square plus y square upon xy. So write down. Therefore, just now we got the value for this fraction, isn't it? So x square plus y square divided by xy is equal to constant. Is equal to constant. ठीक छ? Just now we proved that the value of this fraction is constant. That is x square plus y square upon xy is equal to constant. भर्खरै हामीले के प्रुभ गर्यौं? x square plus y square divided by xy is equal to constant भनेर हामीले प्रुभ गर्यौं. अब हामी के गर्छौं? क्रस मल्टिप्लिकेसन गर्छौं. So or x square plus y square is equal to constant into xy. अब नेक्स्ट स्टेपमा हामी के गर्नुपर्छ भन्दाखेरि यो इज इक्वल टु कन्स्टेन्टलाई हामी केमा चेन्ज गर्छौं? प्रोपोर्सनल साइनमा चेन्ज गर्छौं. देयरफोर x square plus y square proportional to xy. So we have proved the required result, right? So proved. Understood? So you can copy it. We'll do the next question now. Now we'll do the next question, that is 6 number 3. So what is given out here? If x plus y proportional to x minus y, then let us show that ax plus by proportional to px plus qy. So what are these a, b, p and q out here? These are all constant. That is a, b, p and q are all constant. Only the variable is x and y are the two variables here. So we can use the same method as we have done in the previous problem. Okay, so the solution is, so from the given relation you have to get the relation between only x and y. Okay, so here given is x plus y proportional to x minus y, right? So let us convert this proportional sign into equality. So or x plus y is equal to k into x minus y. So where k is a constant of variation, where k is a constant of variation. ठीक छ? तो यहाँ मैले 6 को number 2 छोडेको छु. त्यो 6 को number 2 will be a homework. Okay? So 6 number 2 is same as 6 number 1 and 6 number 3. I'll give you the question. Okay? So now here we have changed this proportional sign into equality sign. If you convert this proportional sign into equality sign, you have to multiply this right hand side by a constant k. So where k is a constant of variation. So let us simplify. Let us get the relation between x and y first. Okay? So or x plus y is equal to kx minus ky. So here also let us express y as a function of x, or let us express y in terms of x. Let us get the value for y. Okay? Or y plus ky is equal to, minus ky is taken to the left hand side, becomes plus. So kx minus x, or y is common out here. So within bracket 1 plus k is equal to, x is common here, so it is k minus 1. Right? So now next, what will you do? Let us get the value for y here, or y is equal to, what is here now? K minus 1 divided by 1 plus k. 1 plus k into x, right? Now since k is a constant, this minus 1 plus 1 is also constant quantity. So k minus 1 divided by 1 plus k is also constant. So it can be replaced by another constant, that is k1. Let us write y is equal to k1x. So write within bracket where k1 is equal to k minus 1 divided by 1 plus k is equal to what? It is constant. So k1 is also a constant quantity. So we have got the relation between y and x, which is y is equal to k1 into x. Now let us prove this relation now. So ax plus by proportional to px plus qy. You know how to prove it. Let us find out the value for first left hand side divided by right hand side. That is, we have to get the value for ax plus by divided by px plus qy. That is, we have to prove this LHS is proportional to RHS. LHS means left hand side and RHS means right hand side. Okay, so in order to prove this relation, let us find out the value for ax plus by divided by px plus qy. That is LHS divided by RHS. Okay, so let us put the value out here. Let us put the value for y only. Ax plus b, what is y? K1x divided by px plus what is q is written as it is, and what is the value for y? It is k1x. So I think you have understood it. Okay, next what will you do? In the next step, you take x as common in the numerator within bracket. A plus bk1 divided by, in the denominator also x is common within bracket, p plus q k1, right? So here x cancels, so which is equal to a plus b k1 divided by p plus q k1. So I think you have understood it. Okay, now this term is free from x and y, so we have got only the terms, this is the expression in terms of a, b, p, q and k1. So in the question it is given that a, b, p, q are all constant, k1 is also constant, so whole this term is also constant, that is this whole term is also constant, that is a plus b k1 divided by p plus q k1 is also constant, so which is equal to constant. So this constant is the value for which expression? Ax plus by divided by px plus qy. So write down, therefore ax plus by divided by px plus qy is equal to constant. Is that clear to all of you? This is your constant, right? So this is constant. So I think you have understood it. This constant term is the value of this fraction, that is x plus by divided by px plus qy. So we have written out here. Okay, now you can do cross multiplication, or ax plus by is equal to constant into, within bracket you can write px plus qy. Now what will you do in the next step? This is equal to constant can be replaced by proportional sign, that is ax plus by is proportional to, this is equal to constant is replaced by proportional sign, within bracket what do we write? Px plus qy. So it is done, proved. So I think you have understood it, so you can copy it. We'll do the next question now. So now we'll do the next question, that is 7 number 1. If a square plus b square is proportional to ab, let us prove that a plus b is proportional to a minus b. So in this case, in the question, a and b are the two variables, and it is given that a square plus b square is proportional to a and b. So what is the relation between the two variables a and b out here? It is a square plus b square proportional to ab. You have to prove that a plus b is proportional to a minus b. So first of all, from this given relation, you have to get the relation between a and b only. A र b मा कस्तो रिलेसन छ त्यो चाहिँ हामी यो गिवन रिलेसनबाट निकाल्छौं. So let us write down given out here, that is a square plus b square is proportional to ab. So in order to simplify this relation, you have to convert this proportional sign into equality, then only you can simplify it, isn't it? So let us write here, or a square plus b square is equal to k into ab. So where k is a constant, where k is a constant of variation, or you can write simply where k is a constant only. Where k is a constant matai lekhda pani huncha, or you may write where k is a constant of variation. Okay, so let us take this kab to the left hand side to make right hand side 0, or a square minus kab plus b square is equal to 0. Okay, now you have to get the relation between only a and b. हामी a र b मा के रिलेसन छ त्यो मात्रै हामी निकाल्नु पर्छ. त्यसको लागि हामी यसलाई क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेसनमा चेन्ज गर्छौं. यु नो क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेसन, ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. You know from theory of quadratic equation, we did theory of quadratic equation. You know Sridhar Acharyya's formula, isn't it? In class 9 also you did Sridhar Acharyya's formula. What is that Sridhar Acharyya's formula? So in theory of quadratic equation, I proved that formula, Sridhar Acharyya's formula, and from there we got the relation between the roots, that is sum of the roots and the product of the roots in the chapter Theory of Quadratic Equation. Okay, so you can revise that Theory of Quadratic Equation. We did it, right? So what is Sailendra Pradhan's formula here? X is equal to minus b plus minus root over b square minus 4ac whole divided by twice a. So in this case, x is the variable and a, b and c are constants, right? So let us change it into quadratic equation form. So let us divide both the sides by b square here. Okay, so this is a square by b square minus kab divided by b square plus b square divided by b square is equal to 0. So we have done here, we have divided both the sides by b square. To make it 1, b square divided by b square is 1, right? So here you can cancel this b and square will be cancelled, or this will be a by b whole square minus ka by b plus 1 is equal to 0. Is that clear to all of you? So you know that this is a quadratic equation in terms of a by b. A by b are the variables here. ab is the variable. A and b both are the variables here. So a by b is also a variable. So you can compare this quadratic equation with that quadratic equation, right? So instead of x, what is here? This is a by b. So instead of a, there is 1. A is equal to 1 here. What is b is equal to? B is equal to minus k. And what is c is equal to? This is 1. Is that clear? So we can compare these two quadratic equation. हामी यो दुईटा क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेसन कम्पेयर गर्न सक्छौं. हामी यसलाई यो दुईटालाई तुलना गर्दाखेरि यो x को सट्टामा यहाँ के आयो? a by b x square. x को सट्टामा के छ? a by b. a and b are the two variables here. So a by b is also the variable. So what is the coefficient of x square here? It is a. What is the coefficient of a by b whole square? This is 1. यहाँ कुनै पनि कोएफिसिएन्ट छैन भने कोएफिसिएन्ट के हुन्छ? 1. And what is the coefficient of x here? That is b. But what is the coefficient of a by b here? That is minus k. You have to consider the sign also. And what is the value for c out here? C is equal to 1. Is that clear? So I think you have understood it. So in this case, x is equal to a by b, right? And a is equal to kati bhayo? A is equal to 1. किनभने a by b whole square coefficient 1 छ. A is equal to 1. यहाँ x को coefficient b. b is equal to here a by b को coefficient कति छ? Minus k. And what is the value of c here? Compare this c with this one. C is equal to 1. So here c is equal to 1. Is that clear? So I think you have understood it. So let us use Sailendra Pradhan's formula here to get the value for a by b. So here what is the value for x? Minus b plus minus root over b square minus 4ac whole divided by twice a. So what is the value for a by b now? So instead of x, here it is a by b. So write down a by b is equal to minus b. So write down minus. What is the value for b out here? It is minus k. Right? Is that clear? Then write down plus minus root over. What is b whole square? What is b whole square? B is equal to minus k. What is b whole square? It is minus k whole square minus 4 into what is a? A is 1. And what is c? C is also 1. Whole divided by twice a. Write down 2. 2 into what is the value for a here? It is 1. A is equal to, this is your 1. So I think you have understood it. Okay, so you can copy it. Or you can take the screenshot also. तिमीले यसलाई स्क्रिनशट लिँदा पनि भयो. ठीक छ? अच्छा, now so let us do the simplification now. Or a by b is equal to, this is minus into minus plus k plus minus root over that is your minus k whole square is k square minus 4 whole divided by 2. So what can we say about the expression which is on the right hand side? So यो जुन चाहिँ k plus minus root over k square minus 4 divided by 2 लाई हामी के भन्न सक्छौं? It is a constant because here k is a constant quantity. K is a constant of variation, right? So whole this term is also constant. Minus 4 is also constant, 2 is also constant. So this whole term, that is k plus minus root over k square minus 4 whole divided by 2 is also a constant quantity. So therefore A by B is equal to, instead of this whole constant, we can write M. So where M is equal to K plus minus root over K square minus 4 whole divided by 2 is equal to constant. So here M is also constant. I think you have understood it. So now in the next step you can do cross multiplication. So A is equal to, what is A is equal to? This is your MB. Let us mark it as number 1. So we got the relation between A and B, that is A is equal to M into B, where M is a constant here. Is that clear? Now we can prove A plus B proportional to A minus B. So how can you prove this A plus B proportional to A minus B? You have to just find out the value of this left hand side divided by right hand side. So let us get the value for, again, let us get the value for A plus B, that is left hand side divided by what is right hand side? A minus B. Is that clear? So which is equal to now? What is A here? MB plus B divided by, again, what is A? MB minus B is equal to, what is common here? B within bracket M plus 1 divided by, here also B is common within bracket M minus 1. Here BB gets cancels, right? So in the next step, what will you write now? So which is equal to M plus 1 divided by M minus 1, right? So in this case, plus 1 is a constant, minus 1 is also constant. What is M here? M is also what? M is equal to constant. So whole this term, that is M plus 1 divided by M minus 1 is also constant. So which is equal to constant. Is that clear? So यो constant से के value va? A plus B divided by A minus B. So let us write down here, therefore A plus B divided by A minus B is equal to, what is here? This is your constant. Now you can do cross multiplication. Therefore A plus B is equal to constant into A minus B. So now you know what to write in the next step. Now this is equal to constant can be replaced by proportional sign. So A plus B, now this is equal to constant can be replaced by proportional sign, is proportional to, this is A minus B. So we have proved the given relation. So it is proved. Is that clear to all of you? So this is quite complicated problem, but if you practice it at home, it will be easier for you to do this problem, right? तो यो अलिकति टफ टाइपको क्वेसन छ, तर तिमीले घरमा प्र्याक्टिस गरे भने यो सजिलो भइहाल्छ, ठीक छ? So I'll give you the homework now, so you can copy it or you can take the screenshot also. तिमीले स्क्रिनशट लिँदा पनि भयो यसको, बुझ्यौ छैन? त अब म तिमीलाई होमवर्क दिन्छु, बुझ्यौ? दुईटा प्रब्लम छ, त्यहाँ दुईटा प्रब्लम लेख्नु, त तिमीले यो होमवर्क गर्नु, म हिन्ट्स पनि दिन्छु, ठीक छ? So now these are your homework. So question number 4, number 3, x varies directly with y and inversely with z. When y is equal to 4, z is equal to 5, then x is equal to 3, right? Again, if y is equal to 16, z is equal to 30, let us write by calculating the value of x. So this problem is same as 4 number 2. We did it in class, okay? So we did 4 number 2, so it is same as problem number 4 number 2. First you do that 4 number 2, you revise 4 number 2, then you can easily do this 4 number 3, okay? So 6 number 2 is, if x plus y is proportional to x minus y, let us show that x cube plus y cube proportional to x cube minus y cube. And this problem is same as 6 number 1 and 6 number 3. Okay, so you first do that 6 number 1 and 6 number 3, then it will be easier for you to do this 6 number 2. So this much is for today. So in the next online class we'll do more problems on this chapter, that is your variation. Okay.